Hey everyone, Chris McCormick joined by Carmen Corvino. Today we are in our Scottsdale studio doing a little bit of testing with the new Callaway ELYTE Fairway family. So we've got 4 heads coming to market. We're going to do a little testing with 3 of the models. Already have data prepped from the AI smoke comparison. So you ready to hit some shots for us today?
Let's do it.
Perfect. Before we jump into the bay, make sure to give us a like, subscribe to the channel. Let's hit some shots. So we've already got our data for previous generation AI smoke. So we're going to start this testing with ELYTE core head. Okay? So testing it at neutral. And this head is going to be designed for the majority of the players out there that are looking for fairway wood that is not only forgiving, but also easy to launch off of the ground, off of a tee, and have a good amount of forgiveness cooked into it too. So first impressions compared to what you saw with the Max in the AI Smoke family, how's this look to you?
Looking down at the head, I'm a big fan again that the heads are black instead of blue. I like that the very clean look. I like the matte finish compared to that shiny finish that they were putting on the AI Smokes. I'm a big fan of the alignment on this as well, helps frame it. Very clean look again.
Comparable to what we saw in the driver family, AI 10X Smart Face. So totally new face design that we're going to see across the entire metalwood family in the ELYTE product. So this face, totally redesigned. Let's take a few swings and see what the data looks like. Great sound.
It was a great strike. Great sound.
So an added benefit that we're going to see in these new ELYTE fairway woods is also a technology that they are calling step sole design. So this is all about consistency with turf interaction. So if you flip that golf club over and actually look at the sole geometry on it, you can see how there's a little bit of drop off right behind the face. So not only does that save weight, but also reduces drag and makes it easier for that club to get through a variety of different turf conditions.
Excellent.
Nice. This thing is super easy to launch.
Yeah, it goes really easy to get in the air. Super forgiving and stable on the face again. I could just feel where I'm hitting it. Might have caught that one a little bit into the heel. You could see it didn't kind of dart itself out to the right. I like that the spin didn't go off the planet. We kind of kept that in a good spot for that open face miss.
I mean, for a heel strike? Yeah,
very happy with that.
That's a good ball to end on. How well did you hit that?
Perfect. Very clean strike. I'll use the P word.
Use the P word. Oh, that's how you know it's serious. Perfect. Let's take a look at this data, see how it stacks up next to AI Smoke. Taking a look at our comparison screen, AI Smoke Max versus ELYTE Core Head. So walk us through kind of what you're looking at with those 2 heads side by side.
Looking at the 2 of them, you can immediately see that the launch angle went up in the new ELYTE Core Head and the spin actually went down. So looking at the carry distance, you've seen a little bit of an increase there while maintaining very similar ball speeds.
I mean, noticeable difference in launch and spin. So that's interesting story. Also kind of leads to the effectiveness of not only the face design, but also that wave technology that they put low and right up against the face to help with that low miss, which we did see a couple during testing. So I like the fact that ball speed was identical and we still saw a good amount of separation. That's a good sample. All right, so next head we're going to test ELYTE X. So this is going to be replacement for what is currently AI Smoke Max D. So still going to have that draw bias component built into it, slightly larger footprint, and internal weighting going to be concentrated, kind of more in that draw position for us. So at address, notice any difference compared to what you saw with Max D?
The head looks a little bit, I want to say flatter. It's a little more drawn out.
Exactly.
The face looks a little bit more shallow, if I had to say.
100%. Yeah, this is going to have the shallowest face out of anything in the ELYTE Fairway wood family. So for the player that needs help creating a right to left shot shape, getting the ball airborne off of the tighter lies, or for somebody that has a tendency to miss it to the right, and this is going to be the fairway head you want to take a look at.
Absolutely.
And there's that auto draw.
It does curve left. It was hit well though.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with the sound here.
Yeah, the sound came out very nice.
I mean, acoustics takes a lot of time and effort to really fine tune, and they hit it out of the park with this one.
Little miss.
Say that was a miss and went really straight.
For where I hit that on the face, I'm very pleased with what that ball did. It was super thin into the heel.
Yeah.
You know, you typically would see that ball just launch off the planet right with the face being open, but that held on pretty good.
That new AI 10X face design, I mean, as advertised, really good. Nice, good ball there. That's a good one to end on.
Very nice. Again, the stability on the face, even with that toe strike where I just hit that last one, I typically would see that ball just kind of dart its way out to the left, but that was hit very well for where I hit it on the face. I'm very happy with that miss.
Yeah, I mean, face to path were a little shut, a dynamic loft didn't get crazy, spin, great spot for that miss, and still launch 112 feet in the air. That was really good. So come on back, let's take a look at this data. All right, Carmen, so data with Max D versus the ELYTE X. So right away, big jump in ball speed there. And in this particular product, and walk us through what you're seeing here. There was a nice bump there in performance.
It was an automatic draw. I was able to see that thing turn over very easily each time. What I like to see is the spin did go down just a little bit, which ultimately added a little bit more carry distance. And obviously the ball speed going up is nice to see as well. You could see that the launch came down, which is another point. So with regard to just kind of flattening out that ball flight a little bit, for the person who has a tendency to miss this club out to the right, I think this is going to be a great option as far as seeing the face turnover and what's going to happen to the launch and spin parameters.
Yeah, I mean, great point. Like we talked about, that player that does struggle with that right miss also has a tendency to overspin the ball. And the fact that we saw a reduction in spin in that draw bias product, that's fantastic to see.
Absolutely.
Now that's another good sample. So last head we're going to test is something that's probably a little more up your alley in that triple diamond. So this is going to be for that player that potentially takes 3-wood off of the tee as another positioning club. So this guy, much different shape, different look at address than what we saw in both the ELYTE core head and in the X. So first impressions, how does this look?
Looking down at this, again with the black finish, I like that they took the shiny finish back to the player's club. They also took away the alignment package the same way they did on the driver, and I'm a big fan of that as well.
Nice.
Again, still frames the ball beautifully, even without the alignment aid there.
So new addition this year that I'm really excited about, triple diamond 7-wood.
Ooh.
Right?
That's exciting.
Good ball there.
A little low on the face, not mad about it.
So triple diamond's kind of just in a class all by itself. So not only is it deeper face, a little more traditional shaping and design, looks completely different from the other ELYTE heads in the fairway wood family with that high gloss finish, but also has that 35 grams and that tungsten speed wave right up against the face to help with that low strike and promote that ease of launch. But then you also have that discretionary weight port that you can kind of fine tune for even lower spin, faster ball speed. So big opportunity here for just kind of manipulating and fine tuning ball flights. I've been pretty impressed with that AI 10X face design. There's a lot going on there, and as somebody that is just a tech nerd, it's really making the wheels turn what they've done to that face. That's another one. Low toe, spin wasn't crazy, still launched, didn't gear. Nice.
There you go.
That was a great strike.
Nice ball. I'm very happy with that one too. It's definitely harder to turn over, and that shot right there, I'm very pleased to see the spin rate at around 3,400.
Okay.
That was a really well struck ball.
Yeah, wow. Ball speed, huge. That's a great shot. That's a good one to end on. AI Smoke Triple Diamond versus the new ELYTE Triple Diamond. So no surprise there that there's not a huge change in ball speed, but I mean, walk us through some of these other data points that we're looking at here.
What I noticed is that the spin rate again dropped significantly with this one, which ultimately added a little bit more distance while maintaining very similar ball speeds again. What I also like to see was the deviation in ball speed was still able to give us very consistent carry distances across the board.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice little bump in carry distance there. And I mean, we can attribute that to a couple of things. We see slightly higher launch with that lower spin going to be a little bit more preferred by that player that may use it off the tee. Also the higher spin player that is going to kind of gravitate towards that triple diamond. So I mean, this is really telling us that AI 10X face is working. So really good look at new ELYTE Fairway family. And we saw improvements in the majority of categories that you would expect to see going into newest, latest, and greatest technology. So Callaway did a nice job with the ELYTE family. Excited to see what they do when we get it into a fitting environment and in the customer's hands. And if you would like more information on the new Callaway ELYTE family, make sure to check out the video below where we had an opportunity to go to Callaway HQ and visit some of the engineers and peel back the hood and take a deep dive into some of the technology incorporated in these new heads. And when you are ready for your next fitting, take a look at your local TrueSpec, and we'll see you next time.